Hello everyone, welcome back to a brand new episode of Trash Talk. I'm here with a very, very, very special guest. Would you like to reintroduce yourself?
Yes, it's me, Base Days as. That's what everyone's gonna call me anyway. But I'm now a new man and I got a new name. It's called TerminatedZaza. That's
Well,
really it.
there is a lot to talk about and discuss, right? Because the last time I spoke to you for Trash Talk, at least, you had just got a brand new account. You'd just been terminated for the first time.
Yeah.
Um, and since then, you've been terminated several other times. You've been involved in some like allegations, like the Nomas stuff. Um,
Oh, yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot of degeneracy. It's a lot of just like horrible stuff that
well,
happened in 2023.
Well, yeah, right. Let's start right back at the beginning, right? So after that Trash Talk episode, like, what were you doing at the time?
I was like, after that Trash Talk episode, I just kept doing my thing. Like, I was making mainly videos on like the YouTube Shorts crowd, cause like that was trending at the time. So I was making like videos on people like Speed McQueen and like
Mhm.
Master Oogway that were just trending. Cause like when I made like a rant video on Veshremi when you first started blowing up, if
Mhm.
the video did like extremely well. So I was like, you know what, if this video is gonna do extremely well, I might as well do this with like other videos as well. And I just like kept on doing that. And I was like rebuilding, the channel was like, you saw the progress. It was like
Yeah, yeah.
gaining a lot of subscribers and a lot of views. And I even made like a big collaboration project that you were in called
Oh yeah, yeah.
pedophile commentators, a
I got
peak
the really
video.
serious one, bro. I got
Yeah,
Pyro, bro. Everyone else is like
looking
joking, and then it
yeah,
cuts to me, bro.
looking back I should have just put like someone like falling asleep over the whole thing. I feel like that would have made it better.
I mean, it wasn't an awful video because I remember watching it in
Yeah,
VC.
yeah, it was like decent.
Yeah, because I remember watching it in like the Thug Chat VC with like Nomas, Beast, and everyone, and like everyone's laughing at everyone's parts, and then it cuts to mine, and my part is like the most deadly serious thing you've ever
Yeah,
like heard ever.
everyone's like fucking around, and you're just right. So this person, he has several allegations. Like, hell, them, you just did like the main channel thing.
What like the thing is, right, is that like everyone else had like people like Malay, and then I had Pyro fucking Cynical, right? So it's like there's a big difference between like his allegations, like compared to Pyro, right? Like Pyro's like accused of like grooming people, and like Malay's accused of like staring at the
Yeah,
camera for too long.
is staring at the camera. He was accused like eating shit. It's kind of sad how Malay just fell off the face of the earth. Everyone just bullied him. That was probably for the best.
Poor guy. But yeah, so you dropped that video, and at that point, you were pretty ingrained in that whole thug chat era, right? With
Oh
Joe,
no.
Fabio, me, Ashley, Nomas, like Beast, Hooper, Mythical, Bear, or anyone, right? I'm probably
What a
missing quite a
blunt
few.
rotation.
Kumo,
That is,
Kumo as well.
oh my god, that is like the biggest blunt rotation of all time.
And like, I don't know how often you called, right? Because I know a lot of people called like pretty regularly. Like, I would call maybe I'd be in there maybe once, twice a week, right? I'd hop in there now and again. But I know some people call really consistently, right? And like, I know you had your fair share of issues, right? Uh, but of course, when the original like Nomus allegations came out, you dropped your video.
Oh, oh
Wh-
no.
yeah, where you called him a groomer, right? But this is
Yeah,
to add context, right? This is before all the new stuff of like the
yeah,
Shotacon and all that stuff. It was when they were just like more friendly messages between him and Star, right? They were a bit like he was
yeah,
maybe
like
crossing
some
us
cringe ass like
over,
flirting.
yeah. And, like of course, like you called it grooming and everything, but like it wasn't just you, of course.
Yeah, of
It was
course.
Joe, Jab, a bunch of people. Fabio originally did before, like after that call, I like sort of talked him down. He understood what I meant and
Yeah.
everything. And they're very high tensions. You drop this video, and that's where like the really iconic clip comes from, where you say
Oh,
like you don't really care about the age of consent.
yeah, I pulled the AJ. I pulled the
Yeah, bro.
AJ before
Well,
AJ
you were
was
the
relevant.
original idea. Yeah, bro.
Yeah, I was the original AJ. AJ literally took my whole swag away, and that's why like everyone hates him now.
Yeah, bro. Well, yeah, you Bro, you were like the original AJ before the AJ, man. Like, in terms of that clip, man.
Yeah, all I had to
Um,
do was dock someone on stream, and I would have like hit the jackpot.
Bro, I mean, like, what I find funny, bro, is like, but both of you said like very similar things while both covering Nomas. It's like uncanny. It's like I don't think he meant it either. Like, but
Well,
this is
it's all, it's also like funny too because I accused Nomas of being a pedophile, and AJ accused me of having COD points, as he would like to call it, because he likes to call it COD points in his video.
and like for you, right? Like when you dropped that video, right? Like I remember watching it, right? Because I remember you sending that thumbnail when you put like rumor in it. Thought it was just a meme,
And I
right? Like
spelled manipulator wrong
yeah,
too.
yeah, exactly, right. Like I'm just thinking, okay, he was a meme, whatever. I don't think he's actually gonna do it, right? Like I watched his video with Fabio, and I'm like, oh god, this is bad. I go on Twitter, did meme frogs made a tweet, whatever. What's going in your mind, right? When like the first hour, the reactions are pretty positive from like the small commentary people that are like just on everyone's dick, right? They don't have an opinion, right? Like they're like the poor Lieutenant Buckies of the community. Like not saying he's just
Oh,
like you know, like they're impressionable is what I'm trying to get at, right?
yeah.
Uh, what was your thoughts when like you joined that initial VC and we're just like, oh, this is bad, and then you see the reaction and stuff like, look, what's going through your head at that point when you see, oh shit, I might have like fucked up here.
Oh, I ain't gonna lie, I was actually gassed up when that video dropped. I thought I hit the nail on the head, which is funny as fuck. But the thing is, right, like, I kind of had doubts about straight up calling him a pedophile, right? Because in my mind, like, in that call, I was like, maybe, like, the stuff isn't that serious. But the thing is, like, the people in the call were saying, oh, this is what it is. I didn't really want to go against that because and main reason being this Joe was there, and if you were like back then, if you were there back then, you knew like the influence that like this Joe had. Everybody was on this guy's meat, right? So I'm kind of like worried. Oh, maybe if like I go against it or go against their views, whatever, they're gonna think that like I'm a weirdo, like try to distance themselves from me. So that's why I kind of went along with like
Mhm.
the pedo shit. But like, yeah, when I joined that call, I thought people were gonna be like, "Yeah, this is a good video, bro. You got Nomas there." And then I realized, nope, it was the complete opposite. I'm getting shit on. Everyone's like roasting me, like clipping that. And you know what the crazy part is? Like Joe and Jab, those type of people. When like someone like Dead Meme Frog came out, a very respected commentator, everyone like likes this guy. Everyone thinks he makes decent content. When he said the
Mhm.
video sucked, they did a whole 180. They were like, "Nope, you know what? I don't think he's a groomer anymore. I just think he's a little weird." And it was like completely like it was completely like strange for me because like these people before were like saying, yeah, he's definitely a pedo based off of this, and then after like I start getting roasted, like they just like have the opposite opinion. That kind of, I don't know, it kind of made me feel like that maybe I was getting used for something. Like they were testing the waters with calling Nomas a pedo and used me as like their subject. But in reality, if one of them posted their video before mine, I guarantee you they probably would have called Nomas a pedo too. So yeah,
Oh, definitely.
yeah, and so basically an hour after that video drops, it kind of did shit by the way. It got like 130 views something. I just straight up deleted it because that was the best option. I couldn't leave that shit up. I couldn't have it on this. That shit needed to be gone off of the face of the earth. And so like hour after it comes out, I delete it, and I was. I don't even know how to describe how I was feeling, bro. I was devastated. I ain't gonna lie, because I thought I really fucked up.
Well, like I know like how bad the video is purely as well because I've got the video archived. I've still got the video downloaded.
Oh,
Uh,
oh boy.
I've like anytime I go through like my gallery when I'm on like or I'm trying to delete stuff, right? I'll like stumble upon it now and again, and like it has not held up, right? Like it was probably a bit of foreshadowing, right? Like for
Yeah,
stuff
it
to
was
come,
definitely foreshadowing, but
but
overall, it still wasn't
yeah,
a good video. Like I
no,
felt like I feel like the stuff besides the pedo stuff, I feel like it was like decent. Like when I was calling out his content, like when I was actually going after his content, I think that was a decent part of the video.
Oh
But
yeah,
everything
like
else was bad.
well, like the
Like
second half of the video, right, where you're speaking about the content, is like there's no issue with that, right? Because like that's just your opinion. You're dogging them and whatever.
yeah, it was kind
It
of
is just
ironic
the
though,
first half.
because I kind of did it too. I remember this, right? You told me about this, how I was like have the fucking character still behind the background and just keep it like that for several minutes, and like Fabio predicted the character still would change and literally change it as soon as he
Yeah,
like said that. Like I didn't really know how to like edit like that type of video back then, because I like shoving in a shit ton of memes and jokes into my shit, and it was a
yeah,
more like serious subject. So I was like, I might as well just keep it like this.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um,
Well, like you had a pretty shit like year in 2023. Not to be like horrible, right?
very, yeah, it
But
was
like
very bad.
you got terminated, you got your account back, you got terminated again. You then like did like went through all the Noma stuff, and then the whole root trick stuff, man, which originally started off as like a pretty
Oh
playful thing,
yeah,
right?
bro.
It was pretty playful, right? Like I feel like for small commentary stuff, like
It was
it was a
basic
laugh.
small commentary like
Yeah,
Spurg stuff.
like I didn't get involved. I mean, like apart from the stuff that's gone on in Trash Talk, that's the only time I'm really entertained it. There was no point because again, it was like the bottom of the barrel, like what you expect for
Yeah,
small commentary.
we would just like fight every single day.
And then something interesting happened. Where would you like to explain what happened with your accounts and stuff?
Oh yes. This is the actual pain. Pain. This is like actual pain talk about this shit. So basically, what happened was one day, I guess Rutrix once again had enough with the community, as he did like every week back then, and he was like, you know what? As a last ditch effort, I'm gonna try to terminate Base A's channel. And so he actually accomplishes it. He goes to Team YouTube's Twitter account and says he like pulls up the video of me talking about like the ban and stuff, which that was probably where went wrong. I should have made
Kanye
him. Shouldn't.
West. That's Kanye West, brother.
Yeah, that is Kanye West.
Who the fuck? Who the fuck is this guy, Sam? Who the fuck is this guy?
Base Dazer or Terminated
That's
Zaza?
based Azaz.
Yeah.
Yo, I read about you in the paper, motherfucker.
Yeah, what you read about me?
Some weird shit, dude.
What did I do?
I don't remember, dude. I can't remember that much.
You can't
No, that's
remember
fair
anything, bro.
enough.
Are
You
you high, bro?
forgot.
What?
Are you high?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I think.
That's a W.
I,
Right
I
there.
don't. I honestly don't know what my tolerances are anymore, so I could be.
By the way, for anybody that doesn't know, this is meant to be the Trash Talk co-host. One of the people that helped actually find Trash Talk.
Trash Talk got me hooked on ketamine.
Yeah, I'm good,
I
bro.
wouldn't be surprised.
Well, Azez, man, like after like you get your like account stuff, right? You're in this drama with Root Tricks, right? Like, really, what position are you in at this point, right? Because you sort of like lost everything, right? Like you lost any like this is gonna sound brutal, right? But you lost the reputation you had because of that Nomas video, right? Like, or a bit of it,
I mean,
right?
yeah,
You got
You
chipped
lost the
away.
reputation. You're
Oh,
such
bro.
a bad person, dude.
You then like, of course, you lost your channels and stuff. You didn't really have like a place to like platform your stuff, and then you also lose the only other place you've got to platform your stuff. So what's going through your head at that point?
Oh, that was like a very, yeah, that was like a hard time because before I got banned, but it was kind of a fair ban. Like I did kind of put a bit too many slurs in one video without bleeping them out. But I wasn't tripping about that ban because it was like, you know what?
I kind of said nigga too much in a video.
Well, it wasn't me. It was the video clips. I
I
didn't
don't
like.
believe that. I don't believe that.
I swear I didn't do nothing. Don't come after me, NAACP.
That's you and your PFP, bro. You can say the word.
Oh yeah, yeah. You're right. You're right. So
Say the word there, bro. Say the word there.
I just want to tell my story, man. I just want to tell my story, man.
When did you first learn about racism?
When I was a very young boy, I got introduced to it, and
Feel free to
it was
tell your
very
story.
crazy.
He's been server muted
this is
for
my-
a sec.
You know what? This is becoming educational. This is actually very educational. All right, so like, yeah, I put a bit too many slurs in that video without bleeping it, and that caused my first channel to be banned. But it was fair, you know. I kind of did push the boundaries a bit too much with like the first channel, so I decided to make like a second channel where I started posting and everything was going fine. But I was hella pissed off when Rutrix terminated my shit because it was like for some bullshit ban evasion shit. Like he just abused like the copyright system to get me taken down over what me saying like stuff on Discord like
Well,
it just
yeah,
made me mad, and I kept on making channels. Another channel got taken down, not by Rutrix. It was by one of like, and no one is gonna know who this guy is because he's like kind of irrelevant. But there was a guy called Lucid PZPL, and one of his
yeah.
fans like just reported my next channel and got that banned. So you know what I was left. I had to give up the base days as name because that name is a bad omen. That was just gonna get me in trouble. Because I have a lot. All of you. This is gonna sound weird. I have a lot of ops. Okay, I have a lot of ops after me. So I just had to change my name so like they wouldn't come after me. And so far, like I think it's been like fairly successful.
Yeah, well, like I guess right, like you put in like a tricky position, right? Like you didn't really have like a lot to go off there, right? Like Rudrix abused the copyright system over the most pathetic thing, right? Like it wasn't like this big situation. It was literally just like small commentary beef. There was nothing there. There's no substance.
Like
It wasn't.
all I did was just like joke about him fucking dogs. Okay, like it was just a small little joke. Okay, just a tiny goof, and he
Mm.
like wanted me gone off the face of the earth.
Well, like fast forwarding a little bit, right? I remember you posting on Twitter, right, talking about quitting, right, and like saying that you're gonna drop a video on one final person, right? And like talking about like some of your like feelings and stuff to do with YouTube content creation, saying it's not really for you and stuff, and like making a tweet like, okay, I'm going to cover one final person before, like I think it was a couple of days later where you decided not to. So
Yeah.
who was that final video going to be on?
It wasn't really a like video. It was gonna be like a twit, it was not twit longer because I tried to do that. I didn't know how to do it. It was gonna be like a thread on someone. I don't really want to reveal who that was gonna be because like I'm over it now, and it's like I don't know. I just don't really want to like dig up like old shit that's been dead. So I decided just not to do it. I was gonna leave peacefully, you know, and like yeah, like, I was like at the end of like 2023, like I was just like out of it, like
Yeah. Well, like I remember streaming and then people coming in my chat talking about it and going, "Bro, Asenz is about to drop something on you," and I go on Twitter, bro, and you're just like melting down over like leaving, um,
yeah, that
and like doing shit.
oh yeah, that was probably like I said, like the worst year I've ever lived through. Like it was just like a horrible experience all around. But like I decided that luckily like when I was like going through that type of shit, it was like just at the end of 2023. So when like it became 2024, I was like, you know what? I can't stay like this. I might as well like try and make a change and not flood everyone's like stuff with a bunch of sad shit. And that's what I've been doing. I've been like pretty successful with that.
Well, yeah. So, like, going forward, like, what's your plan with doing content and stuff? Like, where do you want to take your stuff now?
Yeah, if I'm planning on doing a comeback,
Mhm.
when I've already like made a comeback on like like the current channel I'm using. I made 3 videos. 2 of them was music related. None of them were commentary related, by the way, because small commentary is finished. It's over. The shit is not getting past 2024. But like I don't even want to say the name of it because it's just so cancer, but this like group of people who are like we're gonna be the leading like faces of commentary, and they're all nobodies. They're all nobodies. They all have autism for some reason. I don't know why, and like they all make horrible videos. So small commentary is just finished, and besides like no one is left basically besides like a few people, and the people like the more well-known people who are still like kind of sticking around with it, they're not really even associated with it anymore. So I just gotta move away from small commentary because like that's just like not a good environment. So
Well,
like the
yeah.
video I want to remake, right? So
Mhm.
the first video I uploaded on like a new channel was a video ranking like every Kanye album from like worst to best. And when I decided to like quit and shit, like I got rid of the videos, but I want to remake the Kanye like video because he's releasing like 3 new albums. He already released one like a month ago, and it's doing like, of course, it's doing amazing. Like one of the songs is #1 like right now. So
Mhm.
I'm waiting until like he releases all of them, which knowing Kanye is probably going to take like either like a whole decade or never, because he likes to scrap albums and delay them for God knows how long. So whenever he releases like those, I think I'm gonna remake my ranking. I have like some other ideas want to do, but
Yeah.
they're kind of like limiting for me
Mhm.
right now. Like I need to get some like the right shit for it.
No, definitely, man. Like, there's no point sticking around doing small commentary stuff and like being involved in small commentary. I mean, like you said, the people that are still involved or like are really loosely associated. I mean, I'm loosely associated, but I mean, I'm like doing bigger and better things than small commentary. No, that's not even an ego thing, right? I think like anything can be bigger and better than small commentary. um like any commentator that is really left wants to distance themselves from small commentators, so there's no point anchoring yourself down there. You might as well do something like the music stuff, and like,
Yeah, do
looking at the
stuff
Kanye
that
stuff.
do stuff I actually care about and I actually enjoy talking about, not like some random like small channel, not some like random YouTube Shorts creator that's just doing their own thing. But that's not what these new small commentators are doing. Like they're all making videos on each other and all trying to expose each other. Like Rutrix making
I know.
videos on like hypocritical lizard. Who is hypocritical lizard? Who
Yeah,
actually is
who
that?
the motherfucker, bro? Like the people are coming in my stream, right? Because like my streams are usually filled with like 20 odd like just small commentators, right? They'll be sitting there,
Yeah,
right? And fucking, I'll be talking, and there'll be a bunch of these people. Oh yeah, I'm having like a brand new drama with some guy called like a random fucker called like hib fucking all like fucking 1 2 3 or whatever. Some random motherfucker, and I'll be like, who is this guy, right? Like, I look into the small commentary community, and like Farry and all these people, they've come back to make videos on each other. It's like,
yeah. They've
what is the
returned.
point?
They literally doxed the fucking 12-year-old kid. Like,
And it's just
bro.
small commentary stuff.
Yeah, the
They came back to
doxing
do small
era
commentary
has
stuff.
literally made a comeback. The doxing era has literally made a comeback. Like it went from like the doxing era to like the grooming era to like back to the doxing era again.
And I'd argue as well, right? Like, I feel like the doxing era and the allegation era are on the same right now. They're sharing the ecosystem, right? Because I mean,
Yeah.
bro, you go on Twitter, bro. Like, my God, man, there is like a new allegation every week.
Yeah,
Uh,
and all of them are Minecraft YouTubers too. Just saying.
bro, it will be. I'm telling you now. Give it like a couple of days. There'll be a bunch on some commentators. I'm telling you, bro. Small
Yeah, and the
commentators, big commentators.
commentary death is coming soon. And
Uh,
even what also doesn't help small commentary's case is the AJ is here situation. Goddamn AJ is here
oh, I mean,
royally
oh
fucked
yeah,
the
man.
small
And
commentary
bro,
community.
I nearly was about to end the episode without mentioning that and bring that up, bro. Well, like,
Yeah.
we're not going to bring up the whole AJ stuff, right? Because there was a lot there, but bringing it up for you specifically, right? If you don't know, I'll give some context. Malay recently, like, this is a disgusting situation. Malay recently
Yeah.
had like some of his like some sexual images leaked of him like jacking, and it's really bad, right? He is a
Yeah.
child. It's disgusting. Like the people that done it, it's grim. But what happened originally was a screenshot of Malay's cropped-in face was posted on Twitter and leaked.
Yeah.
This was before any of the context was added. People just spreading it around. And Asenz here decided to download this image and put it in one of his videos. And then afterwards, a bunch of the stuff came out. The full images came out. It was leaked everywhere on Twitter. It was genuinely awful. You can't find it anymore, thank God, because the accounts got taken down by Twitter. But it was a really bad situation. Now, AJ, instead of looking into the actual situation, just accused Aziz of having CP. Like, just outright, like, and this is something that he has admitted that is wrong, by the way, that and he just does not have CP, right? So this isn't something that's floating up in the air. But we got in a call, or he invited me
Oh my
to
god,
watch this
that
call.
call. I did
Yeah,
not. I don't think no one wanted to be there except AJ.
yeah,
Bro,
he was just going
I
around in
was up
circles.
there at 12 p.m. Like that was probably top 5 worst calls I've ever been in. Like I was up at 12 p.m. talking to this retard about CP, and he's just saying the same shit over and over again.
Yeah,
And this is like so pointless. Like, why am I even here?
it was the
I
most pointless thing
literally,
ever.
and the reason why that situation even happened, I think, is because AJ made a video on Lanza that was so dog shit. It actually encouraged me to make a whole new channel just to like make fun of it. And I'll even say like I'm the reason why that I had to play Fortnite to get through your boring slap documentary content. I'm the reason why that shit got popular because I played that clip like 3 separate times in like that AJ video, and it caught on with everybody. I have a feeling AJ was salty about that, so he decided to come at me. Because the thing is, when my like video first came out, right, he saw the video, and
Yeah,
and I'm pretty sure before he even released the video about Frosty, there was this one specific account that put a timestamp on every time I put that Malay screenshot in a video, and it was like, why do you have that saved? Why do you have that saved? I have a feeling AJ knew I put those images in the video, but I think he tried to wait until his Frosty video came out so he could try and accuse me of having CP because he was salty. I made him into a bigger lolcow. I think that's what happened. That's probably like some game theory or some shit. I don't even know. But I have a feeling that is what happened.
well, like I remember being in the VC, right? And like, if anybody has seen the either the doc on the Radio Frosty stuff with AJ and the Ace stream where he like ends up doxing someone, not malicious, accidentally.
Too Mad didn't die for that Ace stream.
Yeah.
Too Mad didn't die for that.
But basically, he just circles the same points over and over again. But like, you got CP, he gets nowhere, right? Like, he will just circle the same point, like the same response is given. Like, there is no point, right? Like, usually you ask a question a couple of times, maybe like see if the response changes, we pressure them, like. But he will sit there and do it for hours, right? And we're in this VC, he's constantly doing it. I give a different perspective, right? And he listens to me, he goes, yeah, and then he just completely goes back to it, right? But he didn't understand that like there was a bunch of images of Malay's cropped in face before the actual stuff. He just didn't want to listen to it. It wasn't until after that he like understood. But then by that point, it was too late, right? When he understood, because he'd already made a tweet when he was on the dock on the radio stream, just outright saying that you had CP with no context, no nothing. He just said you had CP.
Bro, even when people joined the call, he was like, that's crazy, but did you know that Asenz has CP? Like, did you know that? And they were like confused. They were like, "What is like? Is that actually true?" I don't think anybody actually gave a shit. That was the funny thing.
Well, by this point as well, right? Like, you'd already said that you're going to crop this like stuff out of your video, right, or blur it. Or whatever, right?
They're gone.
Yeah,
like
because
the one thing I'm grateful about that AJ call was that kind of taught me how to use like the YouTube like studio shit on a phone, because I don't have like a computer to do that shit, but I like learned how to do it on mobile. So that's the only good thing of value that came from like that whole call. Other than that, I actually wanted to die. Like,
well, the thing is, right, is he came in like, instead of just saying, okay, bro, there's like you put like a picture of like Malay's face from this. I don't know where this is from. I don't know like if you know whatever, but this is weird. Maybe you want to edit it out. He just fully launched his attack that you knew like this. You cropped it. You downloaded CP. You've still got it, and that he's gonna tell everybody.
Yeah, he could have even like told me that while he was working on the video, because he saw the video when I put it out. But like he just chose to wait until after like his video release, like I said, to probably try and cancel me, because like he's kind of salty. Like I remember when AJ like rose to popularity, right, during the Rutrix drama. That was like when he was starting to become like more known. He was like a decent guy back then. I don't know what the fuck happened. I genuinely don't know what happened. I feel like as soon as he started talking about the serious shit, that's when everything went downhill. And now he's doxxed, and now like now he's taking a break, but then comes back to talk about Amos. AJ's YouTube career is over. He actually needs to get a job. He actually needs to get a job because he's like 20 years old.
Like, he can't really do YouTube right now because of like, well, he shouldn't do it anyway, because I mean, like, you know, for his own protection and family protection, but he won't do it. He's an idiot. But yeah, man, like you've been for a lot of the past year, but you know what, I do appreciate you coming on TrashTalk for about 30 odd minutes to just talk about shit, man.
Yeah, of course. I will say, AJ, if you're watching this video, I think I have a good job for you. Since you share a lot of since you share like a lot of the same opinions of this organization, I think you should like work there. So AJ, if you're watching, you should join the KKK because you agree with a lot of their points. I think that job would be fit for you. And also, Ace Howler couldn't fit in the call, which is why he like isn't here. We need to take that guy down. He's just taking up too much space.
Oh god, man, cut some of that blubber off, man. But man, like I said, I do appreciate you coming on Trash Talk, and thanks everybody for watching today's episode of Trash Talk. If you did enjoy, please consider leaving a like and subscribing. I've been your host Samuel. I've been here with Cynical and Asenz, and I will catch you in the next episode of Trash Talk.